Gabby B. Michaela. I can see that you notice. Baby, don't lose your focus. Come a little closer, baby. Since your body's craving. Moving my body, body. All in my body, body. This feeling's hypnotic, hypnotic. Know you wanna try it, try it. Moving my body, body. All in my body, body. This feeling's hypnotic, hypnotic. Know you wanna try it, try it. Shake that boom, move that boom. Do-do-dum, dum, 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 dum. Shake that boom, move that boom. Do-do-dum, dum, 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 dum. Boom, boom, boom. Shake that boom like an earthquake. Boom, 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 boom. Hips go hard, make it move like an earthquake. Earthquake. He call me fit, 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 fit. That's cause my drip, 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 drip. Put diamonds on my wrist, wrist. I'm so heavy like a fridge, fridge. I can see that you notice. Baby, don't lose your focus. Come a little closer, baby. Craving, so moving my body, body. All in my body, body. This feeling's hypnotic, hypnotic. Know you wanna try it, try it. Moving my body, body. All in my body, body. This feeling's hypnotic, hypnotic. Know you wanna try it, shake that boom, move that boom. Do-do-dum, dum, 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 dum. Shake that boom, move that boom. Do-do-dum, dum, 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 dum. Boom, boom, boom. Shake that boom like an earthquake. Boom, 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 boom. Hips go hard, make it move like an earthquake. Earthquake. Like an earthquake. Moving my body, body. All in my body, body. This feeling's hypnotic, hypnotic. Know you wanna try it, try it. Moving my body, body. All in my body, body. This feeling's hypnotic, hypnotic. Know you wanna try it, shake that boom, move that boom. Do-do-dum, dum, 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 dum. Shake that boom, move that boom. Do-do-dum, dum, 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 dum. Boom, boom, boom. Shake that boom like an earthquake. Boom, boom, boom. Hips go hard, make it move like an earthquake. Earthquake.
Wow. Well, welcome to the 2111 radio show. I'm your host, Derek, and I have a special guest tonight. I'm waiting to see if people get in here. Okay, y'all get in here. Okay, so I know y'all know her from being on TikTok. She got over 37 million followers. That's crazy. 37 million. Listen, at the end of the day, this is an artist. So we're going to definitely get into her artistry tonight. And her name is Gabby B. Let me get her in here. Hey, Gabby.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. Definitely blessed. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Have a lot of work to do, Always keeping
Oh,
myself busy.
I know that's right. I definitely see you. So tell everybody where you actually from.
I'm originally from Brazil, but I live down in SoFlo, Miami area.
Okay. So you was raised in Brazil, or how did that work?
I was born in Brazil, but I was raised in France. I don't know how that happened, but it just was a thing.
I know that's right. So, tell me, how did the TikTok? I think during the pandemic, everybody was trying to do something on TikTok, but for some strange reason, you kind of stood out. You stood out, and a lot of that has to do with the dance because you could dance. We all know this. Trust me.
Yeah.
You is amazing. Like my goodness, amazing. So, tell me, what made you go to TikTok of all the places that you could have been?
Really, like it was really just for fun at first. Like I didn't really want to get into TikTok because I was like, oh, what is this? Blah blah blah. But then But then like my manager was like, oh, you should do it, you should try doing like a stupid little video. And then, you know, it started off like that, and then I would just use it from time to time, and it wouldn't like really grow at first there, like it was like weird. But then I started like doing dance videos, and then one of my earlier dance video like went viral, like crazy viral. I was like in Chicago, and I woke up with like 6 million views on the video, and then
Ooh.
like it was going so quick. And like I also woke up, like I went from like 10,000 followers to like 100,000 in like overnight. It was crazy. I was like, what is happening? The video wasn't even that impressive. Like,
Wow.
for me, the video was like, okay, it's just me shaking, and people like started calling me belly dancer, which it was kind of random because I was not a belly dancer when I started.
Right.
The way that Brazilians dance is usually hip and like very quick and stuff. And
Right.
you know, my whole life I always knew how to do hip stuff. Like that's just me. So then like it just became a thing, and then I continued doing it, and like it kept growing and growing and growing. And then that video, the viral video, is at 40 million right now, which is insanity. It's my most viral video, and it's literally what helped me go up on TikTok. So crazy.
That's crazy. Oh my.
I
I
know.
mean, I couldn't even imagine doing something and wake up the next morning with all those followers. Wouldn't even know what to do. I really wouldn't.
It's
That's
crazy. The
that's
duets, the everything, the people calling me, oh, I'm your biggest fan, and saying that, like that's the first time I heard that, and it was like insane. I was like, what is going on?
yeah. And it happens so fast. It
Yeah,
happens so fast.
it
So
happened.
is it a little overwhelming at times?
Yeah, I mean sometimes, yeah, it's definitely like I try not to like you know, because like when you kind of like blow up, or like you know become in front of people a lot, you tend to
Uh-huh.
get like a lot of love, but you tend to get a lot of hate. So you got to just learn how to have thick skin in this industry, the
Yeah.
entertainment industry. You got to just like be like, okay, I know what I'm doing, and you know the people that support me will support me, but there always will be haters. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
okay, because the haters is kind of fans too, if they keep
Yes, they are.
coming. It's crazy. But yeah, like you know sometimes it's like overwhelming. The overwhelming part for me is like you know keeping up with the content, figuring out new things to do, because obviously I can't always do that, because I do music also,
Right.
and like a bunch of other stuff, and like you know I can't always like create new things on TikTok, and TikTok
Mm.
is like a fun platforms anyways. So yeah.
Well,
But
you definitely got something because I seen one stood out to me, and it was what with the superheroes.
oh wait, which
Now
one?
let me tell you something. I think it was Superman, Spider-Man. I think he
Oh, I
did
was
Catwoman at the
painting.
end. Yes.
Oh, I heard that before. Someone approached me and
Oh,
said, oh, that's the first video I saw.
that was amazing. That
Thank
was out.
you.
That was just the one that really stood out. I've seen you dance, but the changing of the outfits and the characters that you actually embody, like the
Yeah.
Catwoman, how you went, like you did some like a flip, and I'm like, oh damn, that actually looks like
uh,
Catwoman. You never know. You
yeah,
never know.
I that's also another area that tends to do really good on my account, is like cosplaying or like outfit inspirational changes and
Yeah,
stuff. Like those
yeah.
really do good. I have a big closet. I put my clothes in like 3 different rooms. Like that's how much it
Wow,
is. It's crazy. Yeah.
wow. Dean Foster said, "Yeah, Superwoman." Okay, he said
Oh yeah,
Superwoman.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like
was amazing.
the Spider-Man costume that I was wearing, or
Yeah.
Spider-Woman, I made it. That's like the only one out of the superheroes that I made. The bra
Oh, okay.
and the you know spider everything. Yeah, it took a while, but it came out really nice.
Yes, it really did. So, so you design clothes as well?
I design bras because it's
Oh, so
always
those. Oh,
like
okay. I know.
rhinestone bras, you know, I always
Yeah.
do them. I design them. I don't sell them yet.
Right.
I'm planning to maybe
Oh,
one
it's gonna
day.
happen.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
take
happen.
some time, but but it's been like such a big thing. Like people are always asking me, oh, like where can I buy it, and where do you get your clothes, your bras and stuff. And yeah, I tell them like my mom and I create them. Like I learned how to create bras with my mom because my mom
Okay.
used to do it when she was a samba dancer. She would do her own costumes for samba,
Wow.
and I would be there the whole time. Like my first club, like going to one of her gigs, I was 4 years old in France, and so I would help her put sparkles all over her body, and I would be backstage and just, go mommy. And then my dad would also
Wow.
be there doing
Yeah.
capoeira, which is a Brazilian martial arts, which, I always been around entertainment, so
Yeah.
that's how like everything came about, the art. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna get into your favorite artist because I think I know who it is.
My favorite artist.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
think I know who it is.
All
Because I
right.
think I've been looking at you a while. So it's definitely Britney Spears.
Yes. You guessed it. I love
Definitely Britney
Britney.
Spears.
I
It
love
is to a point. It's to a point where I hear a little of her influence on you with some
Oh,
of your
really?
music.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear a little influence of that.
that's
So you definitely got a great, what I say, idea of your artistry because you took on this be character, but at the end of the day, you're an artist, and
oh
your
yeah.
artistry shows completely different from TikTok. It's
Oh yeah,
completely
that's true.
different, So now we're gonna get into your music. So
All right.
first, I want to know this song with Justine Valentine, I think it is.
Christina Valentine. Yeah.
Yes, her. Yes. How did that happen? How did you guys connect?
Well, I knew her for like a couple of years, from Wild and Out. I used to listen to this one song, which was my favorite and stuff. And then I was always like, oh, like it would be cool if I could collab with her one day and
Mm,
stuff. And then like it took me about like a year to actually like actually have a song, and me being like, okay, I want to see if she would get on this. So
right.
once me and Joe, which he goes by Mr. Hit Record, we like got into the studio, and he created a beat, and I really liked it. I was like, oh, this is like urban pop, which I can
Yeah.
totally do. And like I think Justina will be good on there. So then like we contacted my managers contacted the her managers, and she liked the beat, and then she got on it, and then we got her to come down to Miami and shoot a video with me, which we did, and it was so
And
fun.
it
She's
was hot.
so nice. She's just
She, she's
she's just like you see her like online. Like her personality is
really.
amazing. It's great.
Oh wow. I like genuine people. That's
Me
nice to
too.
hear because you have a lot of people that's different from outside of what they do,
Oh
and to
yeah.
have someone that's so genuine, like yourself, for instance. You're very genuine. You're very nice, and I don't mean to ask, but can you tell them how old you are?
I am 22. I feel like I'm
20.
5 sometimes.
Oh my goodness. Yo, you don't understand. 22, you have so much growth. You
Yeah.
already at a certain level, but I could just really see you growing even more to a
Thank
point where those
you.
awards is gonna start coming. Those
Thank you.
awards
That's the
is gonna
dream.
start coming. Yeah, that's gonna start. And I had you on my show. Look, I had you here, so I'm gonna be like, hey, I had her, because this is definitely gonna. We're gonna keep this video because like I said, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, this could be one of the archives of your career. You never know. You
Yeah.
know.
You never know.
You know. But so have you ever took like singing classes or anything like that, or it's natural?
Um, no, when I started, like I've always just sang in my room, like listening to Hannah Montana. My mom's also a singer, so I would get inspired by her. She would write her own lyrics, like she written so many songs, and then I would just get inspired by my mom and Hannah Montana. And then it's just something I love to do. I loved Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. Like I would listen to their riffs, and I'll be like, oh, I want to learn how to do that. And then I would just do it on my own, and I would like practice, but without like thinking, oh, I'll be a singer one day. Like
Yeah.
I always knew I wanted to be in the entertainment industry, but I
Right.
never believed I could actually make it to the singing career because like it's just so
It's
hard,
hard.
and I know
It's
how
hard.
hard it is.
It's hard. It's real.
Yeah, so like I'm so thankful that I got an opportunity to actually start that. And yeah, so I never had like a vocal coach. Recently I am doing coaching, like breathing coaching, because that's like my issue, my only like little issue when it comes to singing, practicing how to breathe right and stuff like that. But that's like the only thing that I'm doing right now. Besides that, I've never really had a vocal coach.
Oh, that's listen. Let me tell you, I've listened to your songs. I listened to you sing, and you have it. You have a lot of talent. Your singing voice is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Now now this song called Earthquake. Now I seen the promotion for it when it first started,
Mhm.
and I like how you and her intertwined. It was like I don't know, you guys was like so compatible when it came to the dancing area. So it was like
Yeah.
it was nice to see like back in the days when Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson did their thing, everybody was anticipating that video to see them actually dance together.
Yeah.
So when I see you two, y'all was so compatible, like it was amazing. So that was the video that if anybody saw, just missed. It's called Earthquake. Streaming on all platforms, by the way, and on 2111 Radio. But how did that? Because your management, Daniel, is amazing. I'm
Thank
just let you
you.
know right now. Daniel's amazing. He's very humble. He came to me. I came to him. We talked. And just like I said, at the end of the day, this business could be really grimy, and I could see that you have a good team behind you. You
Yeah,
understand?
whole family,
Yeah,
literally.
exactly. See, exactly. So that's a beautiful thing. Got to keep it in house because
Yeah.
once the outsiders get in, that's when everything gonna start going left. And right now, you at a great pace to be a very successful pop star, and I'm talking pop star, top
Thank you so
level.
much.
So yeah, so the collaboration with
Yeah,
Michaela.
Michaela.
Yeah. So how did that
So,
come?
so that was pretty. It's a pretty funny story because it was out of nowhere. The situations where you're not thinking about doing something and then suddenly it happens. So yeah, so I went to California for the first time, and I had a lot of like connections down there, and I was just like doing some collabs down there, and
Uh-huh.
music stuff. And then I hit up Michaela because we were already like talking like on Instagram and stuff like that. I had her number and stuff. So like we were already cool. And then we got together to do some TikTok collabs. Um
Mhm.
yeah, so then uh I was, that's all we were expecting to do is just collab. We were meeting each other face to face for the first time. And then we did some videos, and then my producer was also there, Joe, and and her producers were also there in
Mm,
the house that we were at her house.
right.
And then so like so then my producer showed them a beat, like a Brazilian funk style beat, and then Michaela loved it, and she was like, "Oh my god, wouldn't it be fun if we got on a song together?" And it was like so random how it happened.
Mm,
But then we were like, "Oh yeah, that'll be cool. All right, I'm free tonight."
yes,
And she's like, "Oh
that's
yeah,
magic.
me too. I'm free tonight." And then we went to a studio. We got into a studio that same day, and
Uh,
then we started. We didn't even have lyrics yet. We just had a beat, and then we started all like just writing ideas and stuff like
piece
that.
by piece. Uh-huh.
And then like we were going the studio booth together, and we would start recording and like hyping each other up. That's how the process was. It was super fun. And like her and I, like when we danced on TikTok, like collab, like we saw how much chemistry we had together to like dance, even though we do different things. It's like
Yeah.
it was really good energy. Like she's super bubbly, like me. So I thought that was really, really fun. So
Nice.
that's how it happened.
Listen, it was a great. You had two great collabs. Like they've been amazing, and they're doing good numbers. They're doing
Yeah.
excellent numbers. Actually, I think the YouTube. I think you got over 5 million or 6 million or something like that views. something like that.
I'm not
Mistake. I
sure
know you
right
over.
now.
I know you over a million because a
Yeah,
lot of people didn't talk about that damn video. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah, Pretty Girl Lit and Belly Dance.
Yes. So
Yeah.
belly dancing. Wow. So yeah. So how long you been doing that? Put it this way. Have you ever took classes or just natural?
Okay, so as remember when we were talking about the TikTok and that how I
Uh-huh.
started off. So I started off not being a belly dancer. But
Right.
then people, fans started calling me a belly dancer. And I was like, this is so strange because for me, this is like Brazilian dancing. Like I'm just moving.
Right.
But then I was like, okay, like no matter what, like they literally like wanted me to be like a belly dancer, and I started like looking into it, and I was like trying to study it, trying to see like where it came from and stuff like that. Because once I saw how it is, I'm like, oh my god, I do like a lot of moves that I do already is like
It's,
in belly dance, and I'm like,
Mhm.
that's so cool. And then Joe and I came up with an idea of making a belly dancer record. So I was like, oh, that would be cool, but I don't want to like do a video yet without learning the
Right.
proper, the proper dance and stuff like that, because I was still pretty new at it. And but people, I was like already a belly dancer, which is crazy. And then I started taking class for the music video, and with this belly dancer that has been doing it for years and years and knows the culture and everything else. So then like once I took the classes and everything, she was in the music video also, and this other lovely belly dancer. And then like that's when I literally learned a lot, because before I do any music video, I study it. I make
Right.
sure I know what I'm doing. Like I basically like do like the treatment, and then
Right.
like I figure out what makes sense for the song itself. And so since belly dancing is like a specific dance,
Uh-huh.
I really wanted to like figure out like all about it. And then like after I took classes and I learned about it, I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to consider myself a belly dancer, because
Right.
hey, I'm taking classes and I know about it. So yeah, now I always practice it, and it just became a thing.
I've always wanted to ask the belly dancer this. Does that actually hurt your belly and your hips? Do they be sore after a while?
It's just like working out, basically. When you work
Right.
out your core,
Uh-huh.
that's how it is. You have to like control your core a lot, your upper
Yes.
core. Like anytime I do like the chest isolation, that's all core. Like some people think it's like the back, but
Yeah.
no, the back is when you twerk. The
Oh, okay.
back is when you twerk. You're not twerking, you're keeping your butt pulled in. And that's how belly dancing posture would be like. You have to keep it like inwards instead of outward.
Yeah.
You're not using
Right.
you're using your stomach.
That's crazy. That's great.
Yeah,
Listen,
a lot of
but
work.
you're doing a great job. I tell you that. You're definitely doing a great job at the dancing.
Thank you.
Um, I'm gonna ask you, I have a question. I have a question. So I usually ask this. Um, name this is another part of the show. Name three artists that you would love to do a collab with, but we already know Britney Spears. So we already know that one. So name two more that you
All right.
actually would. Yeah.
Bruno Mars is one.
Ooh, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, he's always the first one that comes in mind. Um there's a lot of artists.
Huh?
My first choice is always Bruno Mars. Um Maybe
That-
Doja Cat. I would say
Ooh.
Doja Cat. Doja Cat's cool. I
Now
think
let
she's
me tell
got
you
a
something.
cool
Let me tell you something. You think earthquake video is crazy?
vibe.
That would be insane.
Yeah,
That would be insane. She has really grown. You see how her level of talent just rose out of the clear blue. It
yeah.
is amazing, and this is gonna happen to you. I'm letting you know right now. I said it here first. The rise of your talent, as far as in your music, is just gonna rise above the TikTok. It's gonna happen. It's
Thank you.
definitely gonna happen because You have a great team. You have a great head on your shoulders, um, and again, the way you guys is moving as far as in a group, you're moving perfectly.
Yeah.
It's not a rush. It's steps that he's taking. I trust me, Daniel. I already know what you're doing. You're taking steps, nice steps. They're not bitty steps, but they steps towards, the big time.
Mhm.
So at at the end of at the end of your video, matter of fact, during your video, was there any funny moments that you can pretty much that stood out? Like, I can't believe that actually happened during this video.
Which one?
Um, Earthquake.
Earthquake. I mean, to be honest, like there's always funny moments.
Uh,
I can't really remember um a specific like very funny moment, but there was a bunch of them because me and Michaela were goofballs, and
uh-huh.
Michaela, yeah, so when she was dancing, she's like, "Don't," she would say like things like, "Oh, my coochie's out, let me."
uh-uh.
You're like in performance mode. You wanna. I'm like, I
Yeah.
got you, girl. I got you. It's a girl thing.
Oh
And
yeah.
the type of outfits we were wearing also to perform and stuff like that. But like overall, it's always like a really cool vibe. It was really humid because it's Florida.
Yes.
We did the music video in Miami, so it's very humid. We had to do some videos outside, so we were a little bit like, But
Yeah.
overall the filming process, the dancers that were with us, and like the production team, like they were all cool. Like I had a blast.
I bet you did. I bet you did. So the manager, Daniel, Mr. Daniel,
Mhm.
I call him. How did he get that lucky? I mean, let me explain. So, because I'm in the entertainment business as well, how did that occur? Like, you just he was your manager the whole time, or he just spotted you somewhere and said, "I would like to manage you." How did that work?
Really, it was not like that at all. Everything, majority of things that I've done so far, I mean, like a lot of things have been like very random, like
Right.
out of nowhere. Like, oh, this happened like this. Like it's so like, oh, like it's not planned at all. So like
Mhm.
me and Danny, we've been best friends for a long time since I got to Florida. I got to Florida in 2015, and
Okay.
we've been friends since then. Like he was in high school, I was in high school, and we would hang out with other friends and stuff like that. It was like he felt like my brother and stuff. I call him a god brother now. Um,
Okay.
but it was really like that. And then and I knew his parents and everything, and I would always come over. And then like suddenly, and he wanted to like he was into sports. So like
Okay.
basketball, NBA, yeah, like
Right.
business in that area. And then but then for some reason we got into this. It was so random. It was just like I started off with covers, and his dad, which I call my godfather. He's
No doubt.
he's literally like the reason why I'm here. Like I appreciate
Oh,
him so much. But he's the one that started off helping me, and oh, like, do you want to do this? And I'm like, sure, let's do some covers. That's how I started off. And then one thing led to another. I went to Atlanta, and I did my first song there.
okay.
And 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 like um and then I did my first song, and then like two more songs while I was down there. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing my own song for the first time. This is so
Uh,
fun. So everything happened because of them too. And
yeah.
then suddenly Danny became my everyday manager,
Right.
and he's basically like, we work together all the time. And that's why I ended up moving here, like with him.
Yes.
Cause and I got my own little studio back here.
No
Like
doubt.
it was just so much work. We always had to work with each other, because a lot of things that happens is last
It
minute.
just yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
planned. It's like, oh, cool, let's do this.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's go ahead and do it. I noticed that a lot of things that happen to you has been random, and a lot of times random ideas work
Yeah.
because people
Oh
like to think too much and
oh yeah.
don't, you know. And with you, I noticed
I
that you were
never
saying
do.
it's random. Yeah, that's amazing that everything is working out randomly. Like you meet him, you go viral within one night. Like that doesn't happen to the ordinary person. I'm sorry, it just
Yeah.
doesn't.
He's the
That
one that
doesn't
pushed
happen.
me to be on TikTok. He's like, "Come on, do a video here. Come on,
Uh-huh.
do this." I'm like, "Okay, fine."
Uh-huh. Now he's in the comments. He just said Gabby's bloody knees.
Yeah,
Bloody knees.
yeah.
So you go through a lot of physical like hurt. You ever hurt yourself doing these dances?
Oh, many times. Oh my gosh, I
Wow.
can't even get it started. You know how many times I suffered doing a music video?
Oh
So
my goodness.
much. I've cried, I've bled, I've fallen.
Wow.
It's been a roller coaster. I've gotten
Yeah.
hypothermia from cold water. Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. So there has been so much. For earthquake, for example, I
Yeah.
when I did that whole dance, I had to go down to the floor, and I literally cut my knee so badly that it took like over 3 months to heal my knees. Like it
Wow.
was crazy. I cut it so badly, and I had like this band. In some of my TikTok videos, I have this big band-aid on,
Yeah.
and that's why it's it was pretty bad. I was bleeding so much, but even if I was bleeding, we only had one take that we did, and I'm like, we
Uh,
need another take. And I was like about to cry. I was like, okay, focus. Let's not get this bleeding to be the case where I stopped doing the video. So
right.
then I sucked it up and I did another take with Michaela, the whole last dance final scene, and then afterwards, I bled more, but I was like,
Oh,
at least we got the shot.
yes. Listen, see, that's the determination. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of artists would have quit. They'd be like, "Oh, you got to do this tomorrow, or we got to cut the whole thing and do it next week until I heal." But you was determined enough to say, "You know what? Let's get another take. Let's go ahead and do it while I'm bleeding, while I'm
Yeah.
hurting, but I can do this." And you know that takes to the determination that you have as an artist and as a person. You have a lot of integrity. You have a lot of passion for this. You have to
Yeah,
have the passion to do this.
of
Yeah,
course. You have to have
definitely have to.
dedication. Like you
You de-
cannot do this and just be
no,
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this because just
no.
because.
Yeah, they
Nope.
take, there's a lot of artists out here that doesn't represent themselves correctly. Now let me explain why I say that, because a lot of the time you got people like, for instance, I've seen a lot of lives on Instagram with guys, they smoking in a car, or they're in the street somewhere doing their interviews. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, you don't understand that everyone's watching. And if you don't carry yourself in a certain way, you have to look the part. You might be broke, but at the end of the day, you have to look the part like you have a job. If you go into a job, you have to have the part. You play the part, you wear your
Professional.
suit and tie, is a professional thing. And a lot of them take it as just, hey, I'm here and I could get all this money. And a lot of them broke. But my thing is with the artists that I deal with, you have to look the part to get the part.
Mhm.
It's that simple
Yeah.
because no one's gonna take you seriously. And like for instance, right now, Gabby B sitting in her studio, sitting here talking to me, looking exactly like she looks everywhere. She looks the same way. It's nothing different. Might not have the sparkly stuff on, but this is Gabby B. This is how she looks. So it's a how can I say it's a pleasure to actually see a professional artist
Oh,
on
thank
my
you.
platform actually knows how to represent herself as an artist. So I
Oh,
want to
thank you
thank
so
you for that.
much.
Yes, thank you for that. But 2111 radio. So yeah, so you're definitely got two songs in the top 20. One person told us they wanted you to be on here because they definitely needed to see you. Her name is Aquarius Waters, and she's up here. I see her up here. She said we have to have her up here because her music. She plays your music all the time.
Oh,
She
that's so
plays it.
Cool.
all the time. Earthquake today played 8 times. The day ain't over yet. And we have a DJ, and the songs that's in the top 10 they play the most. And your song Earthquake played 8 times today, and the day is not over. It's a 24-hour station, so we have shifts. And
That's crazy.
yeah, so it's definitely getting a lot of spins over there. And I wanted to thank you for actually, you and your manager for actually, because I didn't see it coming. I seen Daniel. I'm looking. He said, "Hey, my name is Daniel. I represent Gabby B." And I was like, "How did that?" Because what happened? The way I became the program director. Someone hit me up. I live in Orlando, Florida, and he had this platform. And the guy that had that before him, it was just a mess. It was a horrible mess. So he seen me. I actually worked as a marketing for Finesse Music Productions. I think you might have
heard.
Yeah, you've seen that name. Exactly. So Finesse
Yes,
Music Productions, I actually work for a music producer. Her name is Finesse Banks. I think
I've heard.
Andrew Love talked about her like all the time. So
Yeah.
she's definitely been doing her thing on her platform as well. And I already talked to Daniel, so we're gonna try to see what could come up, because she actually told me to tell you that she's writing something for you as we speak.
Oh wow! Oh, I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, she's writing something for you as you speak, so you'll probably get that the next couple of weeks. But
Awesome.
The connection with Daniel is beautiful, because he's so down to earth. Like I've talked to managers, and trust me when I tell you, wow, he's a breath of fresh air. He's really professional. If he tell you he's gonna call you, he call you. And the transition as far as in getting you this interview was just quick. It was quick. It was fast. He was like, "Sure, she would love to," and I'm like, "What? Huh? Gabby B, of all people, really? Okay, we're gonna definitely do this." And I don't know if you've been seeing a lot of the promotion towards this, but we've been like really engaging with a lot of people, letting them know about this interview, because a lot of them actually, like for instance, the one of our sponsors, his name is Dean Foster. So last night I had a review show last night. And he was like, "You got the most beautifulest women on your platform." So I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "How you get Gabby B? I need to know how you do this." I said, "I can't tell you that. I can't tell you all the secrets." But long story short, the women of 2111 Radio has taken over my whole platform. 2111 Radio, the top 10 are women.
Wow. Go women.
Exactly. The top 10 is women. I didn't even notice it until he pointed it out yesterday. And I'm looking and I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all done took over the whole damn platform. So guys, if you're listening, y'all better step it up, because they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere but up. And
true.
I just wanted to thank you for actually coming. Ashley, you came a little early. See, this is what people don't understand. Early is on time to me, and I don't blame you. Early is always on time. Being on time is late, because you don't have time to prepare or to plan anything. So I appreciate you coming very early.
That's to Danny. He's the one who teaches me about timing, because us Brazilians, we are not good at the timing. But I've learned a lot with them, for sure.
I know that's right. So singing in French, like those songs that you have now, you can actually sing a verse in French.
Oh yeah.
Can you just do the chorus? Because I don't want you to go too far. I just want you in French. Can you do like Earthquake?
Oh wait, you mean translating it?
Yeah,
that's a little tough, because like when you translate one song to the other, it makes no sense.
So which songs you can actually translate like right now in French?
I am not good at translating at all in Portuguese, French, English, like Portuguese to English, English to Portuguese. I'm not great at translating at all. Like if you ask me to translate something in Portuguese or French, you will be like, huh? Like, cause like I will literally read as it says, because like every language is like different. So like
Yes.
the meaning is completely different. But
Uh,
so like I wouldn't really want to translate, because that's like kind of all I do.
you know, we wouldn't know if you mess up though, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
We'll be sitting there. Oh, that sounds so beautiful, and you'd be like, I done made like 5 mistakes.
Yeah.
So, but you know, at the end of the day, here's a
I mean, I
chorus
can
one.
say something in French. That's
Yeah, please say something like
okay.
something.
Coucou, je m'appelle Gabby. Je suis une chanteuse et je danse with TikTok.
Wow. So now, what did you just say?
Hi, I'm Gabby. That's so funny how every language is like, okay. Hi, I'm Gabby. I sing. I'm a singer, and I dance on TikTok. That's
Wow.
literally all I
It
say.
it sounded so much better in French. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
It did. It did.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, that sounded dope. That sounded dope. So I'm gonna let you go because, like I said, I know you're a busy young lady. You're probably about to do a couple of TikToks, or you probably got a music video that we don't know about. Do we? Do you have a new video or something like that coming out? Anything like that?
No, not a
Oh,
video,
okay.
not yet.
Oh, okay.
But
What about
there's
any new music?
songs in the pocket, you know.
Oh, okay.
But I'm actually doing a cover today for YouTube.
Really?
That's the content I'm doing today for YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I haven't
Listen,
done YouTube in a while.
if you got any more music for 2111 Radio, Daniel, wherever you at, you need to hit me up. We can do the exclusive unveiling of any videos. You want to come up here and unveil one of your videos, I would be honored. I really would be honored.
Oh, he's in here.
Yeah, he's definitely in here. He's definitely in here. He's been in here. That's who the one that talk about your bloody knees. He the one that told me. He just said it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Daniel the one. Daniel.
Oh my God.
Gabby's bloody knees. Yes. look at my son. There you go. He said, "Oh my God, it's French." You speak French too? Yeah. But yeah, so
it's funny because I make friends a lot with Haitians when I used to work at Hooters.
Yeah.
I make friends with all the Haitians, and we would just speak drama about like in French to each other.
Cool. Hold on. You worked at Hooters?
Oh yeah, that was like my first job before I became a music artist.
Yeah. Do they know? Do they recognize it, or do they even recognize that you actually Gabby B now, or they just know you as Gabrielle?
I don't know. I don't even know like if they know anything. Like I don't know.
Wow.
I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to them in forever. Actually, some of them I have been in contact. The Haitians that I speak to, the cooks. Yeah, they definitely know. They're really proud of me, and like they're super cool. I always love like, talking a different language.
Listen, I think that's a plus, especially in this country. In this country, you have to know more than one language.
Oh yeah, and it's funny when like someone doesn't know that you speak their language and they're speaking about you.
Pretty shocked.
That's happened to me so many times, and I'm like, that's so funny.
I should have learned Spanish a long time ago, but those is one of the classes that I cut back in school. So now I'm regretting it because it's like, doggone it, you have to learn at least 2 languages to be relevant in this country. Yeah. You have so many different cultures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In this country, so but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, if I'm not mistaken, 4 different.
I do, yeah. I speak. I sing in Spanish also, but I don't fluently speak it. I will say that because like whenever I try to speak like fluent Spanish with someone, it just
doesn't come out.
Speaking French, and I'm like, shit. This is not the right language. I swear. Even when I was trying to imitate Dora.
The Explorer?
Yeah, even when I was like, okay, French Dora, like the Dora that I grew up with,
Yes.
taught us English, and she spoke French.
Wow.
Here in America, she speaks English and
And
teaches
speak
Spanish.
Spanish.
But that's
Yeah.
not how I grew up. I grew up trying to learn English, and then Spanish comes easier to
Wow.
me, like without even like learning it because of Portuguese. They're
Right.
similar, somewhat similar, because they're both Latin languages, and so is French. But I'm still trying to like learn more Spanish. Some Spanish I can understand more than others. Changes like in different countries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So, I would be remiss if I don't mention this. If I'm not mistaken, don't you have your own Barbie doll?
I don't have my own Barbie, but
But
I have a Barbie that looks like me.
really,
Well, it's not me, like obviously. It's just a
but it
Barbie
looks like
it's the only Barbie because I'm such a Barbie fan, and it's the only Barbie I've ever found that looks just like me. And
really.
I was like, oh my god, that's me. I have to get it. It's my face shape. It's my
Wow.
skin color. And I was like, no freaking way. I was so
Wow.
excited because Barbies, like they're not just blonde, white with blue eyes.
No.
They have I actually have like 300 of them at home. And a lot of them are
Ooh.
different cultures and countries. And I have like so many different like Barbie type of looks, but not one of them looked like me
Until
until
the
this.
one,
And I was
and I
like,
know you got it. I know
oh,
you got it.
oh yeah,
I
I
know you got
I did. I was actually dreaming last night about going to a
it.
store called World of Barbie, and that's the only thing I was dreaming last night. Like the whole time I was
Wow.
dreaming about being Barbie World. It's so funny because no one would expect me saying any of these, but it's just the truth. It's definitely the truth.
Listen, that brand has been around for so long.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm way older than you. You could be my daughter. And trust me when I tell you, my sisters had them, and they're older than me. So
I'm
you could just imagine Barbie has been around for ages, and it's never going anywhere.
since the
It's
fifth.
never. Oh, Finesse Banks just came in and said she got you. She said, I got you.
Hey.
She's actually 22 too. So it's kind of crazy that you guys are the same age. So she's very young. So she said, I got you. She's actually at the studio looking at this right now. So it's like, it's amazing. But you're an amazing artist. You're an amazing person,
Thank you so much.
first of all. I mean, I've done interviews. I'm just this radio station just started. Like I took over like 2 months ago. Like literally 2 months ago. They saw me online, they seen the promotion, the marketing, and they asked me, can I take it over? And I took it over. And the program director, so I had to get all the artists like yourself and others with blue checks or without blue checks. But I had to get y'all on my platform because a lot of these radio stations don't do what we do. We actually honor our artists as
Yeah.
far as in giving you the top 10, making sure you can hear your song playing on the radio. So we definitely want to thank you for even giving us the chance.
Oh, thank you for having me. It was
And hopefully I could definitely get you back here with some new music or a new music video because I would love to play it. Matter of fact, if the video come out, I'm gonna play it anyway. But I'm just saying, I would like to get you to come up and be like, this is my new music video, blah, 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 even if it's for a hot second. But I appreciate you. I appreciate Daniel. If he's here, I see him here somewhere. I appreciate him because, again, I'm just a program director looking to have artists shine. I need you guys to shine. And a lot of you guys are independent. Do you understand? And to me, the independent artist is really making some noise. You are definitely going to get an award between this year and next year. And I said it right here. This is live on YouTube, Twitter, and here on Facebook. Y'all heard me say it first. Within 2 years, I could see you getting some type of award on TV, making you probably be crying. You look like you'd be very emotional for that, because at the end of the day,
I would be.
that's everybody's dream when they get into this field.
Yeah, of
To
course.
be honored on a stage with your peers and they vote for you as one of the artists of the year. Like that, to me, that'd be amazing, because you got the dance part down pat. I
thank
can only
you so
I
much.
can only imagine you going on tour and actually having your performances,
Oh, yeah.
because it's a whole vibe. That's a whole vibe that a lot of these young ladies don't know about. And you have it at 22. 22. You have a long way to go in this business. And you at 22 at this stage, yeah, it's only up from here. They'll never get tired of you. They'll never get tired of you. And that's the beautiful thing about what you do. They'll never get tired of you.
Thank you
But
so much.
do you want to make any shout outs before I leave? Because like I said, I know, I'm a little over, but I didn't want to hold you guys up. You want to make any shout outs?
Well, shout out to Danny, my best friend manager. Shout out to Mitch, my other manager, godfather. Um, and shout out to Joe for being a producer and doing cool music and just helping out so much. And my parents who made me.
Oh, let me give them a round of applause, actually. Let me give them a round of applause. They've done a great job with you. They really have. I know they're proud of you. Oh my goodness, I can only imagine.
Oh yeah.
Somebody in the comments, that's Aquarius Water. That's the one that told me to make sure we play your music. She said the award is going to be the song Gabby B and Finesse Banks.
Oh.
You listen. At the end of the day, I believe that. I believe that in my heart. And me and Daniel are going to be best friends too. I can just see it, because I could see Daniel and me being best friends from that point on. Watch, you're going to see. Mama, she's definitely been in the lab for like the last 3 days writing for you. So
wow, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna submit it to Daniel when I get a chance, and then he can take it from there. And because we in Orlando,
right? Yeah, not that far.
So it's a hop, skip, and a jump, right? So it ain't like, and she has her own studio.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have her own studio, so it'll work out. I think everything will work out. But I want to thank you, Gabby B, for showing up. Do you see my background? You see my background?
Yeah, I do. I actually been staring at that.
My background. Aquarius Waters actually designed it. She's a designer too.
I love it. That's so cute.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to pay homage to you today. And really, it's Gabby B Day. For 2111 Radio, it's Gabby B Day. We've been posting stuff, your TikTok videos, your music videos, and been getting great responses from you. And I appreciate you showing up tonight. And I want to thank you. I'm going to leave this video playing as you signing out, and it's just going to play us out. But thank you again for showing up. And
thank
again, you have a good night tonight. And I'll be in touch with you guys really soon.
All right, you too. Kisses.
All right, that's it. That's it. Hold on, damn it. Hold on. It's so funny you just did that. You sound just like this.
My name is Gabby B, and you're listening to 2111 Radio, the hottest show in Orlando, Florida. Kisses!
That's one of my trademarks for sure.
That's it. It is so cute. It is so cute. It's so wholesome. I love it. But okay, Mama, you take it easy, and I'll definitely be contacting you guys soon. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
That you notice, baby, don't lose your focus. Come a little closer, baby. And your body's craving. All in my body, all in my body. This feeling's hypnotic. Know you wanna try it. All in my body, all in my body. This feeling's hypnotic. Know you wanna try it. Shake that boom, move that boom. Do-do-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Shake that boom, move that boom. Do-do-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Boom, boom.